I love when we get to pull back the curtain and talk about the things that most people overlook, the real stuff, the moments that don't make headlines, but change everything behind the scenes. Tonight's one of those nights. We're talking about child life, not just the toys or the crafts, but the warriors in scrubs who walk into hospital rooms and remind the kids that they're still kids, even when everything hurts. If you've never heard of child life, or if you thought it was just playtime, you're about to learn how play can become power. I'm your host, Lee Hines, and sitting with me tonight is someone who lived this firsthand, my daughter, my miracle, and your co host, Hannah Nicole Hines.
Hi, everyone. I am so excited to talk with y'all today about child life. Child life is one of my favorite things. It's probably in the top 5 favorite things at the hospital, and it's a high ranking 5. It's just something that gave me the strength every day to keep fighting and wanting to live. So I love child life. Hi, Mr. Greg. It's good to see you again. Okay.
Hi, Mr. Greg. We have a fan. That's nice, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, so tonight I actually put together some pictures.
Yes.
Yeah. But maybe before we look into the pictures, you can tell me what is one of your favorite memories of child life?
Oh. Oh. I'll tell you a few things because I can't choose just one. What? So I
So
think you go ahead.
I'm just gonna let you know I've got a little Yorkie under my desk crying. I don't know if you can hear her.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you take the screen and I will be back.
Okay, awesome sauce. Okay, so one of my favorite memories of child life was when I was on ECMO. It was pretty much one of my first encounters with child life. Other than when I got my gallbladder out and my grandmother passed away when I was in the hospital. That's a long story. And then, so this was my first time meeting one of them, I believe, and she came in and she was like asking me all these questions. I didn't like it. I was like, I don't want to talk to you. I'm not feeling up to it. But I don't know why this is one of my favorite memories, but I think it was because of the patient. Now that I look back on it, I was giving her attitude and stuff because obviously, one, I was on ECMO. They had just woken me up. I was able to remember, and I was kind of like hazy, and I wasn't myself. Well, she just gave me such patience and such kindness, and she was asking me a lot of these questions because there's this organization called Deck My Room, and they gave a lot of decorations for my room. So I love anime. I love, cartoons, superheroes, music, and I love Star Wars. And we talked about this in the last episode, but I said, "Oh, I love Star Wars," and at the time, Baby Yoda was like super popular, so I got a lot of Baby Yoda stuff. I got like a comforter of Baby Yoda. I got posters. I got stickers. I got all sorts of stuff, and that is one of my favorite memories because of how patient she was with me. Now that I look back on it, not at the time, but and then another favorite memory of mine, which everyone got in trouble for except me, was when I was on ECMO and they had the therapy dog come in and he got on my bed. He was like, they got him on my bed. He didn't just get on my bed to get on my bed. But the dogs were definitely one of my favorite, things about child life. Because, yeah. Oh, Yeah, because this is what we got in trouble for, but well, they got in trouble for. I was fine. Mr. Steve right there. And at the time, I had a lab. She passed away 2 summers ago. Her name was Abby. And so, with having the dogs there to be able to visit me, it was the best thing for me because I missed them like crazy. I have a Yorkie now. Well, like I had a Yorkie then, but now I only have a Yorkie. But yeah. And this is actually when I got off ECMO. I was on ECOR. No, that's dialysis. And I might have, no, I was still on ECOR here.
Yeah, that was there you go. You were on ECOR.
Yeah, because I saw
Mhm.
the two, because of course I was on
Mhm.
ECOR if I was still on dialysis. So yeah.
Oh, I see the dialysis you're talking about.
Oh my
So
gosh. I just
what?
forgot. This is my favorite moment. Like moments, because there was a lot of moments. It carried on
Really?
up until I left that hospital I was at. Me and one of the only male child life specialists had
Yes.
a Uno competition. And this is I was doing said Uno competition in this photo. I did win. I did win. And it was like we would play every time he saw me, because Uno is like one of my favorite games. It's like Uno is a big deal to me because that is one of the, like, I remember when I was able to hold hold cards for the first time, because y'all don't understand how big of a deal that is, but I hate it. I would have to point at which one I wanted, and one of my parents would hold the cards for me, which meant a lot to me because they did that. Love you. Thank you. But then, but it was still like, when I was able to do it again, it was like gaining independence. And I was like, oh, it's like getting car keys. I don't know how to explain that. It's just it was the same feeling.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah.
A lot of us understand that.
Mm-hmm. But, so every time he would come by, which was like 2 to 3 times a week when I was on ECMO. But when I got out of the ICU, it was like once a week. But he always made sure to come see me. And then if he saw my name on the Child Life thing, because then he moved to weekends, then he would come by and see me if he had the time. And I still run into him from time to time, which is weird, at the
He
hospital.
was at prom.
He was
He was
at
at
prom. Yes.
prom.
It was like, oh, every time I see him, it's just like, oh, I don't know how anyway. And but it was like,
Good memories, right?
it was really good memories. But that is probably my favorite ever child life.
Oh, the Uno?
Yeah, and I don't feel bad
Yeah.
for saying that. I don't,
Hey,
because
yeah,
like
it's okay.
he wanted to do it. I think he started it, if I'm correct. And
I'm pretty sure he did. I think you're right about that.
yeah, but it meant a lot to me that he even came by all the time, because I wasn't on his route either. He stopped by like twice to drop stuff off for me on the weekend, and then he you know he just, I have a very good personality apparently, and fell in love with my personality, I guess. What can I say?
You
What
are
can I
very
say?
likable.
I am. Anyway.
Yeah. So Miss Lisa says,
Mhm.
I love to play Uno with my granddaughters.
It is such a fun game. And
Yeah.
we play this, I play this with my friends. It's like Uno Extreme, and like you have to be quiet, like when a 7 is played or something like that, and all other like different numbers mean certain things. So you have to be quiet, and if you like make noise or laugh or anything, you have to draw a card or whatever. It's fun. That is really fun. Anyway. but that is definitely my favorite memory, and I could talk about that one for a while because it's just
So,
like, yeah, it was the actions that made it so special. Okay, go ahead.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say, um, we should probably explain what Child Life is,
Oh
why
yeah.
they're so important, what they do. Um, maybe some yeah. Let's what is Child Life, Hannah?
Okay. So, child life, I actually wanted to be a child life specialist, but you know, um, and so what they do is they help explain procedures to children or like things that are going on with them, like with their bodies, to not to children because it is child life, but I do believe um, child life should be something also in adult hospitals. Maybe not as many, but because the hospital is a scary place. And when you don't know what's going on and the doctors can't explain to you the way a child life specialist can, they just they're a therapist. First off, they're a therapist. They're a therapist like as if they were a friend. That's how I explain it because that's how I feel. Because most of the time when I come in with most child life specialists, I feel like we're more friends than anything because you have to be really good at being personal with the kids. Anyway, so that's some of what Child Life does, and they also entertain you. They bring you activities to help you with the hospital. They also are someone you can talk to, um, like chaplains. Not only do chaplains, anyway, what am I getting off subject?
Well, we can talk that's someone we could talk about. Chaplains too. People think
Mhm.
they're just there to pray
No.
or
They're basically
I
like
don't know.
spiritual therapists almost. I don't know how to explain that.
Friends also. We'll have a show on that too if you guys
Mhm.
are interested.
Anyway, but what do you have to
Let
add
us
about
know. Leave a comment if you want to hear about
Yes,
chaplains.
leave a comment. Mhm.
Like and subscribe.
Yes, please. Please.
Thumbs up.
So that we can keep doing this because this is really fun. Anyway.
Oh, and I do think if you're on Facebook, all the Facebook fans, I'm not sure if you can see in the comments a it's like a star. Um, you can give Hannah stars and whatever. Here's the thing: any stars that she gets, and it's money, it's pennies really. Uh, any money that she gets from her Facebook, because it is monetized right now, she's putting all the money towards her podcast. She's
Mhm.
investing it back into her podcast.
Mhm.
So we can expand, do better things, bigger
Mhm.
things, just with the podcast, just like with our audio and uh, get some better cameras, maybe even a studio. That'd be fun to get a studio.
That really would
I,
be.
I mean, I like this setup,
Me too,
but
actually. I thought I wouldn't like it, but
yeah,
I actually really do.
yeah, you do.
Yeah, for now.
I like for now, absolutely. I like my professional background.
In my very teenager background.
Yes.
And this is
Yeah.
also very me. I don't think I could be that professional background. No offense.
No. No, oh, well, absolutely
Because
not.
we're
You're
two
not making
different
fun of me.
aesthetics.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I like that. I do. It shows our personalities
Mhm.
but that's anyway, also if you happen to be listening on a podcast, that's part of why we're explaining our backgrounds, but you won't
Oh,
get to yeah. Uh well, if you're listening and you want to see our backgrounds, you can go to the YouTube channel, which is
mhm.
Patiently Speaking,
The name of our
and we'll
podcast,
leave
by the
a
way.
yes, that
Yes,
is the
and
name of our podcast.
also, I encourage anyone who is watching on Facebook to go support the YouTube channel, because we need to grow. on as many platforms as we can so that we can keep doing this and I can keep giving y'all content. So
Yeah.
if you have a moment at any point, please go subscribe to the Patiently Speaking YouTube channel. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's fun. And it doesn't matter where you watch it. If Facebook is your favorite, cool. But we will put more videos and more like just things on YouTube for like longer content. It's interesting. Facebook recently made any video that you put up a reel. So, you know how you're in your phone and you're watching it on your phone? All videos go to that style now, no matter if it's a long video, which longer videos are usually like the full screen, like this,
Like a square.
yeah, or a rectangle. And then your shorter videos are the longer vertical or horizontal ones. But anyway, so just a little bit of nerdiness there on Clint Hawley.
Welcome to the
He's saying
show.
hello. Hello. Yeah, if you're on, say hello.
Okay. So, Mom, do you have a favorite memory of child life? I'll let you think about that one. While I talk
I
about
have a bad memory of child life.
don't focus on the bad, focus on the good. Focus on the good. Focus on the good.
It's hey, child life is like 99%
good.
absolutely amazing. I mean, but no one can be perfect, so and nothing is perfect except Christ. So we can't fault them for.
But you can talk about it too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Should I talk about it now or?
Let's do a good.
Okay, a good. Well,
you talked about it last. You talked about it as of recent.
I haven't talked about it on our live.
Okay.
Maybe between me and you, I did. I'm fidgeting. Okay. Stop fidgeting.
I'm fidgeting. God forbid. So you talk about that. You talk about that.
Well, child life was the one that was coming to me. So we're in ICU. The child life that are in there, they're not used to the kids being awake for 6 months. So, and their roles are a little different than the child life throughout the hospital. What, Hannah?
And being there for 6 months, not only being awake, but being in the ICU for 6 months. That's very abnormal.
It's, yes, extremely abnormal. And one of Hannah's child life in the ICU kept coming to me and telling me, and maybe we should talk about it. I don't know.
Whatever. Okay.
About, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, about I'll just say it real quick. She kept coming to Mom and talking about to talk to me about, that I'm gonna die, basically, to talk about end of life. And my mom had said over and over, don't talk to me about that. No one can talk to her about that because da 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 da. And she just was pressuring Mom. So that's what happened.
Until I finally just said, I'm not ever having this conversation with you again. Don't ever bring it up. The thing was, my mom had passed away a year before, so Hannah knew all about death. I had no reason to talk to Hannah about dying. I also knew that Hannah wasn't going to die.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I knew that. I'll tell another time. But so I was definitely opposed to talking to my daughter about dying. I was not having that conversation. Because she wasn't going to die.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay. Well, so when I got up on the rehab floor, I'm going to talk about one of my favorites. And like, I wish I could say their names. I'm not going to say her name. Okay.
She knows who she is.
She knows who she is. And if she's watching, hi. You're probably not, but hi. But she got to know me, which she like even now I'm like, oh, like we're friends. Oh, she's not. She wasn't paid to hang out with me or whatever. Um, but she was. Long story short, but she just treated me with such kindness and really got to know me as a person, and on my bad days she just spent extra time with me no matter when I was in the hospital. Like it was just, and she had a dog. Hi Bree. That was the dog's name. I loved that dog.
Oh, I don't have any pictures of
Like
that.
that dog is, and genuine, like even when I still see that dog, that she recognizes me, and she like gets all excited, and it's like, bro.
Well, you knew that dog for
Years.
what?
Years.
Yeah, 3 years. Well, because
3 years.
yeah, 3 years. Yeah, or I mean,
yeah. So the dog, like, so I've known that dog and the child life specialist for a very long time, and it's been a long and she just really got to know me, and that's a big part of child life, is them getting to know the kids, the patients, knowing how they like to learn, knowing what they do and don't like talking about, just really knowing and learning and all that. That's what child life really is about. And um and man, I'm gonna just pull up. You talk about child life something, because
okay,
I'm pulling up a photo.
okay. So, child life for Hannah and really parents is so crucial. So let me tell you, Hannah had to have so many IVs. She has a port now, but she didn't have well, I was just going to repeat myself. she she didn't have a port for years and years, and she had vasculitis, which affects her veins. And Hannah had gotten just into the story, got where she wasn't able to use any of her veins, so she had to have a port. Well, prior to this, it Hannah would just have a lot of anxiety and kind of sometimes she would get triggered just because she had to have IVs. This was like in the first 18 months to 2 year, well, probably the first 18 months. She finally got where I don't know, it didn't bother her. But in the beginning, what Child Life would do is they would come in and they would just, especially when she was younger, like around 13 and 14, they would distract her with maybe a tablet with like some games on it. But then as Hannah got older, they would know, a lot of them knew Hannah, so they stopped with the childish stuff and they started just engaging with her, having her talk, having her share stories. But what they do is when they come in and they are just getting to know the child, they'll ask, like, what do you like? What's your best distraction? And by the time Hannah was about 14, she was like, hey, just talk to me. Okay. Cause
Because I already knew what they were gonna ask, and the whole it's the same thing every single time. And so it's just like, just let me talk with you and talk with me, get to know me. And while that's happening, okay, okay. I got a picture.
that's probably why everyone would. Oh, you got that one? Let me see.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh, Bree. Oh, let me come off so it can show bigger.
Okay. Ew, my like screen is all like gross.
Oh, I'm not sure this is gonna work. No,
Oh,
that didn't work.
no.
Okay, I'll come off. Are you gonna show it again?
I lost it.
Oh,
Okay, wait. Wait, I'll find it real quick.
while she's finding it again, one of my favorite books, pictures. I have it on my tablet. I refuse. She's going to be 50 years old, and it'll still be in my screen. My background on my tablet is of her and Bree. Okay, let me come off. I'm sorry, Hannah. 1 second.
Okay. See? Okay.
Okay, yeah. So cute. Bree was so cute.
She
But
really was.
Hannah, this picture is of Hannah, and she's bald. Hannah's bald, and Hannah and Bree are both looking at the camera. It's just so adorable. The dogs. So yeah. So there's more about Child Life.
There's a lot.
Yeah. And I just have to say, Greg, I'm sorry you haven't been feeling well. And I
Yeah.
know, like Hannah, yeah, we were.
Yeah. And I know that
We actually. Oh, go ahead.
I know that feeling all too well. Is, eating can get hard whenever you're not feeling well, and I'm sorry.
And anxiety can just,
Really.
yeah,
Yeah.
make you feel yucky.
Mm-hmm.
So, Greg, just know that you impact more people than you realize.
Mm-hmm.
And you're important and needed, and all the just things change. Things don't always stay the same.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes for the better. Sometimes they get harder before they get easier, but ultimately things change and good happens. And so just encourage you to have a milkshake, have something that you like
Mm-hmm. Comfort
to,
food.
yeah, I mean, something that'll give you some sort of energy. I don't know what, of course, I would be like, have some protein.
Yeah, and like when I was going through like chemo in 2021, because I was having to get chemo once a month for a week straight, I would not. I was so sick I couldn't eat, and so my comfort food was Funyuns, which isn't even food, but it was better than no food and not eating and having to get a feeding tube. I did force myself to eat other things, but I only like ate one meal a day during those chemo weeks. It was rough. Anyway,
Oh my goodness. And the chemo, you couldn't keep anything down.
no.
That was
So whatever I ate just came back up. So it was just like, I was gonna say a protein shake as well. Those are so good to me. Some people don't like them. You just got to find the right protein. Anyway.
What? Yeah. Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking about, protein shakes. So yeah, if you guys are on Facebook, just throwing it out again, because I pulled up the Facebook. Can you see the little star right there?
Yes.
Where you can, yeah. And then you click on the star, and it opens up these little options here. But anyway, just dropping that. Just, hey, got to do stuff like that so we can keep doing this. So, okay, I will just say to the Child Life that you have no idea, just even like I was saying to Greg, you really have no idea how impactful you are. And I know that when you're coming into a room, it's that families, it could be, and potentially is, especially in ICU, the family's hardest day. It's their hardest day. And so when you come in, you somehow have the ability to make them see things differently and encourage them just by being you. And so just want to say thank you for just being you and never giving up on the kids. Um, so, Hannah, or whenever Hannah's ready to have come on back, I want to let me show you this video of her.
Smile.
That is part of ECMO. I mean ECMO. That is ECMO. She was on ECMO.
Smile.
But that's part of Child Life too. They will bring the kids toys and things to keep them entertained and distracted while they're, well, going through whatever they're going through. You can see in this video, Hannah's on, she's on a high flow. She's got, that's her ECMO cannulas. Aren't they the size of a water hose? Those things are huge. Hannah, what, you remember this? Do you remember this?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I remember that. Trust me.
I was like, smile.
Yeah,
I never. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think yeah, they brought me that one. And then my sister and my mom and dad got me like that whole like ocean set.
Oh,
So there were like 3 sets with that one. So Child Life got me one, my parents got me one, and my sister got me one.
oh, right,
I still
because
have them.
Child Life brought you the first one and you loved it. So then we went and bought you the other ones. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
And with this one of my favorite RT, she was my favorite RT, helped put together some of it. I think it was the jet ski, because I also wasn't strong enough to fully push, like clamp it down. So it was I just needed a little help. And that was also really good moments, is that not only was it good for occupational therapy to get my strength back in my fingers, it was just great for bonding and with my nurses. And obviously I didn't really have to bond with my parents that much because they were my parents. Thank you for laughing. But it did help with keeping my mind off of things. And but then whenever I was too cold, I wouldn't do anything. So that's why I had those hand warmers on.
Yeah, you can see the hand warmers. So look at this one. Do you remember this?
Yes, it was Yoda Day, May the 4th. Well, it wasn't Yoda Day. It was May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you. Yeah, May 4th.
and like one of the Child Life specialists, she found a bunch of those and she gave one to me and like my nurses so that we could all be wearing it for me, and it was so sweet. I wonder if I still have those. Sweet. I have to have.
You do. Yeah. Yeah. So, and then here's some more. I have a few more images.
Man, I look so sick. Goodness.
Yeah. You were, sweetheart.
Yeah.
That's when you weren't, so you see you have your, wow. And Greg, speaking of eating, this is probably about the time Hannah was going through the chemo and she couldn't keep anything down.
Yeah, it was that, but then it was also the next round of intense chemo. Because remember, we would have to stay once a month in the hospital after I relapsed.
Oh, you were, oh, right. Yeah. Afterwards, right. Yeah. So then there's this one.
Child Life. Yeah, for Mother's Day.
Mhm.
Aw.
So they're painting Hannah's hand,
And like,
and go
and,
ahead.
and you put it like, and then they made a flower with my handprint and made it for my mom for Mother's Day. Were you surprised with that one? Or no, you were there when I was doing it, right?
No, was I? No, I think maybe I was there, but I was there. I just didn't know what you guys were doing. So I knew it was going to be, yeah, because you can't, during that time, we weren't leaving the room. It was either
Oh,
one of her dad or I were in there. We
yeah.
just refused. They,
And also I didn't. I
you
wasn't
didn't want us to
comfortable
not be
being
there
alone.
with 3 other nurses in your room. You weren't really alone.
Well, no, I
Right.
mean alone without my parents, with like people I did not know, you know? Because also
Yeah.
like it was just so traumatic.
Oh, yeah, and you were, yeah, you could see the you could see her on her right arm. She's got a
A
pick
teardrop.
line
So
and
yeah,
the
I have a pick
archer
line
on
in
your
my
arm.
art line, and I still have the little scar. You
And
can't
she
probably
has
can't see it, but it's
he also has another pick line on her left hand, her left arm right here. There, yeah. And
yeah.
then
I actually have
I
like
wish we could zoom in. Can you? Oh no.
it's okay. Um,
I'm clicking buttons. I need to
could
stop clicking buttons.
yeah, could
Sorry.
you put Miss Lisa Smith's White's comment, the first one
Oh,
on the screen?
oh,
No, no, the other one.
oh. What's your birthday, by the way? Oh, May the 4th is your birthday.
Oh, but could you?
This
Yeah,
one?
no, no. Uh, Lisa Smith White, her
The first
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Hannah, have you ever
Uh,
thought about volunteering or working with children who are where you were? You would be so amazing. You may have already addressed this, but I came in late.
no, I have not addressed this yet. I actually have done a lot of volunteer work with the hospital I was at when I was on ECMO. I was actually a. Could you make my screen me the screen? Yeah. Um, I was actually on a youth advisory council from from you could just leave it like this. Just leave it like this. Um, from, from 2022 to 2025 because I would thank you because I got too old. Because once you hit 18 and you graduate high school, you can't be on the council anymore. But it was definitely a very good experience. I didn't start making real good connections up until the last year. I was just very shy. Well, I'm not super shy, but it was the whole thing. But it was a really great experience. But I definitely am going to start volunteering. I'm probably gonna. I'm trying to do more stuff to get me out of the house. So I will be. Um, Hello. What? I lost my train of thought. But I will be volunteering soon places because I need to get out of the house because I don't get out of the house anymore. I'm just kind of like this, and this because my health has been so poorly lately that I'm just trying to get back to my normal. And I really do want to do some volunteer work again, but this time do more with patients instead of behind the scenes. So I was very behind the scenes where I was making new rules, changing things that needed to be changed in the hospital. Like I was on a council. So I was more of a, and I had a badge, but it's lost. Anyway, go ahead, Mom. You can come back on screen.
Advisory council.
Yeah.
You were
Youth Advisory
you
Council.
were an you were an advisor.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it was fun. It really was. But I like to be hands-on with patients. It's definitely because I just want to connect with people, and if I can share my story and then also just be someone that's there with them for a little bit, even if it's like, they have these bears they give out. I was going to grab one, but they're all on the top of my canopy bed. They have these bears that they make, and then they like have volunteers go give them to patients. And I think I got one for almost every visit I had at Cook, at the hospital.
Hey, that's gonna come out. So
I mean, it is the hospital I was at. It's not.
They're the ones that saved her life.
Yeah, it's not like I'm hiding anything.
No.
Or they care that I'm talking about them, because I don't have much negative things to say.
Side eye.
Anyway,
well, like I said, not everyone is perfect, and nothing can be perfect. And I just between us, if anyone is really open to hearing about things that they can improve, it adds. And
it
so
really
I think when we can talk about the things that are hard and our bad experiences, it causes or opens up a healthy conversation for growth and improvement and making the next person's experience better and healthier and just a more positive time. And so I'm of a different mind. And if you want to go get one of those bears, you can. I'll talk for a minute.
Can you get me off screen?
I'll get you off screen. Yeah. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. I'm of a different mind of when there's something hard to talk about, I think you should talk about it until it's not hard to talk about anymore. That's my perspective and how I approach things. And I've had that mindset for a while, even with my son, raising him. Just always talk about things that are uncomfortable until they're comfortable.
Yeah.
And it helps. Let us see. Ooh.
This was the one they gave me when my grandma
Let me come
passed
off
away.
so they can see. Oh.
This one's
What?
special.
They gave it to you when your grandma passed away?
Well, the visit when my grandma passed away. That's So this one was like my first bear I ever got. It was my second. No, my first. It was my first bear I got. And then, so they're either all on the canopy above my bed or they're in one of my closets. But I never gave it a name. But it's also so soft. And they like make these. I don't think they I don't know. Some of them are handmade and some of them aren't. And they also made pillows. And let me get the pillow that they gave me the last time.
Okay. We're just coming on and off. Oh, goodness. Lisa, I was reading about your granddaughter. Well, you're saying she started wrestling today and already hurt herself. So, well, Jesus, we just thank you for moving through Mackenzie and supernaturally healing her body, putting that hip back in place in the name of Jesus. Oh, Lisa, my mom collected bears too. Oh, hands back.
Yeah.
Oh, so cute. This
And
was
this is
yeah,
the
tell them about that.
and this is the one that matches my bed. Like it matches my bedspread perfectly. I have like a blue quilt with pink flowers on my bed, and it has like matching like, the pillows and everything. So this brings out all the small little pink flowers, and it's so cute. I got it the last time I was in the hospital. The last time was horrible. I was like paralyzed for a day, and it was just not fun. I couldn't move because of PTSD. Love that. And this is after I got out of the ICU, but still, yeah.
That's so cute.
Mhm.
We'll have to do an episode on PTSD.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm
Maybe
telling you,
not.
girl, we're anytime soon.
Well, maybe not in the
That's why.
next few weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, uh,
Someone did make that pillow, yeah. Hmm.
who do you want to call, Lisa? But anyway, uh, let me bring up another picture. Can I bring up another picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This one. It's child life.
I don't want to look at that photo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
How about is this one okay?
Yeah, this one's good.
Speaking of PTSD. Sorry.
Love that. No, well, girl, you didn't know.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I didn't show you the
Yeah.
pictures before.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
whenever I was like, that was my first ukulele. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
the date of when it was like on my arterial. Whew, I was
Oh.
pale.
What is the date?
It says like
It
3,
definitely says 2020.
2. No, why would it say 3? I think that's like a 5
Well,
to
Oh,
20.
yeah, it's probably a 5 because that's when we were in your big room.
Yeah.
Hannah
then
had to have
like
3 rooms. Well, 2. No, 2 rooms. It was 2 rooms.
Yeah. And then like all like the bumps on my face, that was from a allergic reaction to some face wash.
Oh, yeah. Gosh. Ugh, it was always so much.
Always something going on.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. But I really fell in love with playing the ukulele.
Yes. Oh, so we have some videos of Hannah playing the uke, like when she was learning it, and she had a trach and she was singing. So cute. Well, maybe we can oh, bring that up, show that next time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, Hannah, are you ready for your
My
letter? Her
letter.
letter
Yep.
tonight. Yeah, is let me get all this stuff off of here. Okay. One day I'm going to be able to like flow and all this, and it'll be great.
Okay, it's time for my letter. So this week I wrote a letter to Child Life. I thought it was very fitting for this episode. So let me open it. Today's letter is pretty long. So dear Child Life, when I think back on my hospital journey, there are so many moments that could have felt overwhelming. There were procedures, machines and pain, and long days that seemed to stretch forever. But in the middle of all that, there was you. You didn't just walk into the room with toys, games, or just to keep me company. You walked in with a light. You saw me not only as a patient, but as a person. You reminded me that under it all, I was still a teenager who could still enjoy being what made me me. Even in a hospital bed, you helped me understand what was happening to my body in a way that made the unknown feel a little less scary. You gave me choices when everything felt out of control. You brought me play, music, and creativity into the hardest seasons of my life. Because of you, I felt seen, safe, and strong. That's something I'll carry with me for the rest of my life. Thank you for standing by kids and teens like me. Thank you for fighting for moments of joy in the middle of pain. You are more than a part of a hospital team. You are a part of the healing. With all my heart, Hannah Nicole Hines.
Good job.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching today's episode. I will see you guys next week. Goodbye while my mom takes over.
I'm going to tell you guys what is going to go on next week. Good night, Hannah.
Good night.
Okay. Well, next week. Well, so to every child life specialist out there, thank you. You see what most people miss, and you show up when it matters most. And to every parent, every kid, every survivor watching tonight, I hope you know you're not alone. Healing isn't just about medicine, it's about moments. And tonight, we honored the ones who make those moments count. Next week, we're going there. We're talking about ECMO, the machine that literally kept Hannah alive when her heart and lungs couldn't. It's a word a lot of people have never heard until they need it. So, if you've ever wondered what ECMO is and what it feels like to be awake on it, Hannah will be sharing her story. So, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give us a like if you're on Facebook, and turn on notifications, and come back next week for a conversation that's raw, personal, and full of truth. Until then, stay strong, stay grounded, and keep speaking up. We'll see you next time on Patiently Speaking.